Hello, cellos. This is a tutorial for part 1 of Viva la Vida. This is the part that has the main melody. So when you look at your music, you'll see there's 7, almost 8 measures of rest at the beginning. That's the rest of the group setting up the rhythm. So when you hear the clicks, that's going to be just the lead in. And as soon as you hear people start playing, that's the first measure. So you can listen for that to set the tempo. That's not a problem. The melody, of course, is going to be and don't forget your G sharps, because otherwise it doesn't sound right. But those G sharps every time is going to be nice and high. And at measure 21, don't be surprised somebody else comes in first, then you join them. So make sure you're counting very carefully when we have like 4 measures of rest, that you don't come in too soon. We'll go through the whole thing together in a little bit to make sure that you know what the counts are. Basically, just follow the rhythms that are written out. When you get ready for letter D, this is up here, all the offbeats. So you can just put your thumb on the half string and it's right, boom, right there. So it's just, rather than trying to, I like to just put the thumb on the half string and go straight across. And watch out for, there's a change in the accidentals. When we're going between D and E, you'll see it starts off in the same as the other measures, but then when we get to, so watch out for that C natural in measure 71, because if you play C sharp, it's not going to sound right. Same thing happens again 2 measures before E. So a lot of this is going to be at letter E. I like to do that second part of it in this second position. So because the second half of the phrase works really nicely in that second position rather than jumping back and forth all the time. When you're going up, remember at 89-90, it's going to be extended for that G sharp again. E, F sharp, G sharp. So watch out for those G sharps. So those G sharps are going to be the ones you have to watch out for throughout, especially on page 2. When you do the oh part that starts just before G, again, if you do E's and C's in second position, and then you can just reach for that half string harmonic on top and make sure that the G sharp is right next to it. So it's not that freaky to you don't have to, you don't want to do shift. You want to do like play 1/4 shift and back and then back. And if you keep going back and forth between second position and reaching for that half string harmonic, which is technically 5th position that we're playing here, then it'll be easier to play it in tune and in tempo. And again, when you're at 113, 114, got to make sure those G sharps are nice and high. And then you can... Now the last 8 measures, since we're fading away, you can play that on the D string at near... Almost no vibrato, just flottando, floating the bow. You can put a little vibrato in, but just a little bit, but you want that soft fading away sound, and we will literally fade out. But I'll take care of that with the mixer. You don't have to do anything more than just play soft. So you don't want to be... That's not the right sound for the end. The end is like the fading off into the distance. So shall we have a go at playing through the whole thing once?